So part two. I know plenty of you are wondering why, Joe, have you got 6 horses? Apart from the obvious, I'm so greedy. I just thought I'd do a little bit of a run through really, just to let you know who's who, which a lot of my followers already know, but who's who, how long they've been here, and why I originally got them. So Jackwell is 16 coming 17. I've known Jack since he was a 2-year-old. I brought him when he was a 3-year-old. And Jack's the main man. Jack's the horse I've done everything with. He is the main man. He's been with me for years and years and years, and he's never going to go anywhere. A lot of the horses came before Lowen. So had I have had a child first, 6 horses absolutely would not have been the case. John Boy's 7 coming 8. John Boy I brought from a foal. He was 4 months old at the auctions. Cost me 30 whole pounds. John is the horse with a few issues at the moment in regards to some lameness issues with his hop, etc. When John Boy was a 2-year-old, he was lame. And we didn't really know why, but I did have a different vet then, and that vet suggested I had him put to sleep, which I did not do. Kept him going. He came sound. Last year, 12 months ago, I backed him, sent him away. He was backed, and he's been out on loan. With recent lameness issues, he's come back home, and I am exploring the reasons why he is lame. Trixie and Ginny. Ginny was never really meant to stay. My friend had a miniature Shetland, and I absolutely loved him. And she sort of had it as a companion for a foal when that foal came off his mother. And I really wanted Frags, which my friend decided to keep in the end. So I got Trixie, the little coloured pony, in order to keep Fraggle company when he came. However, my friend decided to keep Fraggle. When I went and got Trixie, I got her off the moor, off a lovely lady who rehomes foals off the moors, so they don't end up with, let's just say, they don't end up going where we don't want them to go. So I got Trix, and then when I got Trixie, I actually fostered another 2 mares to rehome for her in Cornwall because she was in Devon. And when Fraggle didn't come, I kept Ginny as a companion for Trixie. Then a month after that, I found out I was pregnant. But yeah, they're the girls. Hugo is coming 12. Hugo, he's outside, you can't really see him, my big warm blood. Hugo, I bred, so back in the day, when, I can't really see him, dear of him, can't see him. Hugo, when I was at the yard where I had Jack originally, my friend had a mare, and she didn't want to put the mare in foal that year, and offered me the mare to breed a foal from. Back then, I was jumping BSJA with Jack, but Jack, as brilliant as he is, probably wouldn't have gone up through the levels that Hugo could have done. So I bred a show jumper, which is Hugo. Hugo grew, and he grew, and he grew, and he got to 17 hands, and basically scared the shit out of me. His jump was way more than I could manage, and I was afraid. I am too afraid to jump a horse with that much scope. So Hugo's been out on loan. He's been out on loan, oh gosh, I would say on and off for like 4 years. And he's now home. Realistically, what I should have done probably is 4 years ago, maybe sold him. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. So we went out on loan, and that person who had him on loan, he's been to a couple of loan homes actually, but the last person, they didn't want to buy him. So he's come home, and what I will unfortunately have to do, for Hugo's benefit, is to find him the most amazing home. I don't want to loan him again, purely because horses are really expensive, and I'm kind of not in the market to buy horses, breed horses, buy horses, to then just give them away for nothing. So that's Hugo. Bella actually belonged to my friend Lynn. Lynn is my horsey mum. Lynn is the person that when I was 11 taught me to ride. And she's always had like way more than like 1 horse as well. She's always had, just trying to think. Lynn's got 7 horses now. And all of them are pretty much were there when I was riding as a child. So I'm just going to blame Lynn for the fact that I've got so many horses. So Lynn brought Bella for herself, and Bella wasn't really what Lynn was looking for. They just really didn't click. So Bella went on a sales livery, and she didn't get sold. Then she went lame. And I just said to Lynn, look, I'll just have her home with me while she's lame. And then when she comes sound, then we'll bring her back into work and sell her. But kind of fell in love with the mare. So that's how Bella's ended up with me. Bella's quite quirky. She's got a bit of an attitude. But with me having Lowen, I kind of felt awful that I wasn't riding her. Bella kind of wouldn't settle anywhere else but here. She absolutely loves it here. God knows why, but she does. And she loves me. And I kind of felt like she was a bit wasted, like all my horses at the minute. So I decided to put Bella in foal. So Bella is in foal to a lovely Connemara pony stallion that hopefully I'll be able to ride, because it won't be very big, won't be any bigger than her, hopefully it'll be smaller, and I'll be competent and confident, hopefully, enough to ride that. And I am thinking of in 5 years' time, like, really, Trixie? In 5 years' time, you know, Jack's going to be retired, I am going to want something for myself, really, to go on from Jack. And I just thought, well, I'll just breed a foalie. And Bella's got a job to do for 12 months or longer, because obviously the foal's going to be on her for another 6 after she's foal. She's due in July. So yeah, originally when I put Bella in foal, Hugo and John Boy were out on loan and they've just come home. So the only extra addition to the family since having a child is Bella. But I absolutely love the bones of her. She's a quirky little shit. Conformation isn't great. Resale value, not a lot. So for me, I just wanted Bella to, well, just to ensure that Bella had a nice home, really. She kind of hates every other horse apart from Jack and the ponies. She doesn't like Hugo and she doesn't like John. John Boy, I can see those faces you're making. This is on selfie mode, so I can see. So yeah, that is like kind of why I've ended up, or how I've got 6 horses. But I love the bones of them, and I know I don't ride, and I know I haven't got the perfect facilities, but I do love them. And I think the other thing is I pay rent for the land that I've got, so I've not actually got to pay for each horse to be a livery, so that's probably why I can afford so many. The recording time on my phone has run out, so it's just cut me off. But that's just a really quick brief of the horses, how old they are, how long I've had them. And yeah, that's the latest, guys, but I'll catch up with you soon.